Hey guys, my name is Abby Neff and welcome to this video. I have all the tips and tricks for you for how to make your skin look super glowy, dewy, radiant if you have really dry skin, especially in the winter, dry climates. I get it. I have very dry skin, and so I hope some of these tips and tricks help you, and I'm going to show you how I got this makeup look using all products from L'Oreal. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I've been a model for the past almost 10 years at this point, so I've been in the makeup chair with professionals teaching me all the importance about skincare before makeup. It's a big step that a lot of people skip, and whenever I'm in the makeup chair and a makeup artist doesn't do that step, I know it's just going to look really bad. So in order to get your makeup to look really good, you just need to have a really nice hydrated base. And with that, we want a hyaluronic acid. That's like number one first step. The first product I'm gonna use today is the Revitalift Hyaluronic Acid Eye Serum from L'Oreal. It's a very cooling little roller ball situation. So you just take the balls and roll them under the eyes, and it has caffeine and hyaluronic acid, so it's cooling, depuffing, and hydrating all at the same time. Kind of take it up around, don't forget the top of the orbital bone. If your skin ends up looking more wrinkly and dry after your makeup, it's probably because you didn't prep your skin well, or you just applied the wrong products or too much powder, and I'm going to show you today how to avoid that situation from happening, because it's actually the worst when you do all this work to your makeup and then you look in the mirror and you're like, wow, I actually look worse and I look older. So let's try and prevent that with making them super plump and hydrated. Next product is more hyaluronic acid. This is the Revitalift Hyaluronic Acid Serum. So it's essentially what we put under the eye. It's just adding a glass of water to your skin, which is really gonna plump it up and get it ready for makeup. And because this is a serum, it soaks in really easily. So if you have oily skin, don't be afraid of using these serums or hyaluronic acid in general, because it really does just plump the skin and it soaks in really nicely. It doesn't sit on top, so it won't make you more oily. If anything, it will stop the skin from producing so much oil because it's not trying to overcompensate for any dryness. When we're working with skincare before makeup, we also want to make sure we really just massage it in, pat it in, and then just like let it sit and work into the skin, because if it's too slimy and there's too much product sitting on top, just think of your skin like a sponge. Once it soaks in and you feel like you can't smear around a bunch of product, like right now it really does feel like it has soaked in. It's only been like, I don't know, 20 seconds. Next up to our hydrated base is the Revitalift Line Plumping Water Cream, and this cream is absolutely insane. I love the way it feels, and you can see the texture of it is very just like buoyant and water-like and hydrating, and it sits really nicely under makeup. It's not like if you have oily skin, it's going to look super heavy, if that makes sense. So we just want to slowly massage that in and just get our skin really nice and hydrated. Really working it into the areas that you get the driest. So for me, it's around my nose, down the neck, all the areas. And then I just use the rest of it on my hands because it's just, it feels so good and so cooling. Just feels like a really nice drink of water for the skin. Hyaluronic acid is a compound that helps your skin absorb whatever you're putting onto it. So if you're using your favorite skincare and you don't use hyaluronic acid, it's not actually really penetrating as deeply as it could. It like creates a water barrier in the skin so that it can absorb products efficiently. So using a hyaluronic acid is just going to make sure everything is soaked in the way that it should be. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting your product. I just want you to see this like really just supple, hydrated, bouncy skin that we have now. It's like just so smooth. The next product I'm going to be using is the True Match Tinted Serum Foundation. I'm going to be mixing two shades today, 0.5 to 2 very light and light 2 to 3. So those are my two color ranges, and I can just show you. It's just like a little bit right in between, and also just to get your perfect shade, your perfect match, hence the name. I feel like I just love finding my perfect match from mixing colors. So just putting both of these on the cheek. I'm gonna be giving you guys a very simple, easy, no makeup look today. We're not gonna be going too heavy because I want to show you how to make your skin just like radiate, and it doesn't need to be covered up by a lot of product when we do it correctly. I'm gonna just use a very simple foundation brush and blend these two colors in and on the cheek. And you can see already how bouncy my skin is and how it's just going straight on top. It just looks like your foundation actually becomes a part of your skin instead of something that just sits on top. I don't know. There's just something about it that is absolutely flawless. Coverage of this foundation is medium, I would say, medium buildable. But what's so amazing about this foundation is that it also has hyaluronic acid in it. So again, all these products work together so seamlessly and they're kind of made to work together. So you know you're gonna get the most flawless finish. It's like using a shampoo and conditioner that are supposed to work together. Like all these products work together cohesively so you have a perfect makeup look. Next up is the True Match Radiant Serum Concealer, and this is in color C3 Light Medium. I love this concealer so much, especially because it also has 1.5% hyaluronic acid and caffeine as well. Again, they all work together. Just putting a tiny bit here. This caffeine is a really good skincare tool that helps promote blood flow. It'll just help get all the puffiness out from under your eyes. You can see that concealer just perfectly moved everything, and I swear this concealer is self-setting. Like it disappears. It doesn't even look like it's there. My under eyes are completely gone. This is my perfect color for sure. Again, C3. With the caffeine and the hyaluronic acid, my eyes are, I mean, it's just doing all the things that we want. I'm just gonna take it in a couple areas where I would like to conceal a little bit more. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Brow Lamination up to 24-hour hold. And it's an amazing brow gel, just really simple little spoolie here to brush up my brows to make them look like they're set in place. It's a perfect way to make your face look just more alive and awake and open your eyes. I would call this medium hold with 0 flakes. And the more you add, the more hold you get, obviously. But you can see when I brush them up, they quite literally stay exactly where I want. And then I just draw down. I just want you to see really quickly what is going on with my skin. Again, I put so much hydration underneath, and the way that that foundation and that concealer lay on top does not make it look like my skin is greasy or like too oily or it's gonna move around. It feels like it's set in place, but it's also really healthy, and I don't need to add powder to this because of the way that these products just lay so beautifully, and it's because of the hyaluronic acid. The way that it soaks into the skin, it doesn't just sit on top. So for you guys with oily skin, don't be afraid of these products. They are 1000% good for all skin types. Next up is one of my favorite products. This is the Lumi Glotion, and I'm gonna be using both colors, medium glow and deep glow, as my bronzers. Just give my face that like healthy summertime glow that we all love. And I feel like it's just hard to overdo it or do this incorrectly. You can just see that glow already and that dimension it added. If you want to put a little bit on your nose or on your eyelids, go crazy. We're really just tanning our face. Next product is the Lumilé Liquid Blush, and this is in color Dewy Bright Pink 605. These are really pigmented, so you want to be careful to not put them straight on your cheek, but put it on the back of your hand like this. Just a tiny bit goes a really long way, trust me. And then I blend it in with my blush brush on the back of my hand. You can see how much pigment that was. And then I just put it on my cheeks. Put a little on your eyelids as well, just to bring the colors together. Love a cohesive makeup look. Love when everything just kind of flows really nicely together. And you can put a little on your nose to add to that sun-kissed look. Just like seamless, flawless. It is so good. It is not patchy. It is glowy. It doesn't need powder. Chef's kiss to this combination. It is absolutely perfect. One of my favorite mascaras of all time, the Lash Paradise Mascara, Black is Black. Fills the lashes so beautifully, but it's not super clumpy and not really heavy. It just sits beautifully on the lashes. It doesn't smear black down your eyes throughout the day. It just sets in place. Being on set, working with professionals, they always have the L'Oreal mascaras in their kit, especially the Lash Paradise. And we're going for a no makeup look. My personal preference is to avoid anything on my bottom lashes, so I kind of just let it be, but you can see how easily that just went on. This is the Lumilé highlighter stick, and in color Glassy Pearl. Just want you to see on the back of my hand what this looks like. It's essentially like a shiny, glossy, glassy pearl finish. And I just put it on my 2 fingers and on the high points of the cheek. Again, blends perfectly into all the products that we put underneath. It's not gonna look like your face is just like glittery. It just has this perfect, just luxe finish. And now we have this beautiful glow. So good. Next up is the Infallible Setting Spray. It keeps my makeup on all day and it doesn't dry out my skin at all, and it makes my makeup so that nothing transfers and it is completely sweat resistant. I love a little lip liner just to bring the look together. This is one of my favorite lip liners that I own, especially the color. It's a Color Rage lip liner and it's in color Worth It. My perfect lip color. They're creamy, they're twist top, so if you leave it in your car, in your purse, you don't have to have a pencil sharpener with you. These last forever also. I love them so much. This is the last but not least product of the day. This is the Plump Ambition Lip Oil, Milky New 201. The secret ingredient to this perfect lip oil is that it has also hyaluronic acid in it. So if you have chronic dry lips like me and they're just constantly drying out, not only does it plump them to make them feel more awake and alive and bring the blood flow to the top so that they look like plumper, also has hyaluronic acid in it, which is going to obviously hydrate your lips for a very long time. So you don't feel like you need to reapply this constantly. It lasts a really long time. So I love this lip oil so much. And there you have it, the completed dry skin makeup routine. If you have any questions about any of the products that I use, please visit l'orealparisusa.com. As always, products are going to be linked in the caption for you below.